Good morning from the viewpoint on Latrigg. The summit is just up there, we'll go to that in a minute. Stunning morning. I'm up bright and early today, and there's a reason for that which I'll tell you about in a minute. It's just gone 5 o'clock, 10 past 5. As we stop and admire the views over Keswick and Derwent Water. Stunning. Right, so I'm just going to head up here to the top of Latrigg just to do it while I'm here. I have done it before with Bertie, in fact, and I'll tell you what I'm doing. Right, so yeah, I'm up bright and early because at about 8 o'clock, by the looks of the weather forecast, the rain is coming in and the cloud is going to drop. Visibility is not going to be quite so good, so my plan is to get up to the top of Skiddaw before that happens. Then hopefully, whilst I'm between Skiddaw and Blencathra, we'll get the crap weather. And by the time I get to Blencathra, it's going to be like this again. Clouds going to rise and the rains are going to disappear. So that is my plan for today. I've parked at the Underskiddaw car park, which is just 10 or 15 minutes walk from here. And I'm going past the car park, so it's just a little addition. I didn't need to do it, it's not necessarily part of the loop. But I did forget to bring my poles, so as I'm walking past the car park again, I'll grab them. So if you don't want to do Latrigg, just leave the car park and we're off on the footpath. And then I think we go up this path, you can see quite clearly up this mountainside and up to Skiddaw. I think that's Little Man you can see first, Skiddaw beyond it. A memorial cross on the hillside dedicated to 2 Skiddaw shepherds, Edward and Joseph Howell. A few bands of low-lying cloud, look. Just over 500 metres in elevation now. Oh, it's a big old climb. You can just see the van parked dead centre screen. Oh, I must have only done 250, 300 metres, but oh, it's hard going. I've just checked the weather as well, and it looks like it's going to be worse than originally forecast. From about 10 till 3, it's going to be 90% chance of showers or rain, and visibility really bad, so I might have to sack off the idea of cutting across to Blencathra and just come back down. I'll keep a check on it as and when I have a signal up here, but if it stays like that, it's not going to be great for walking in, so a sensible option might be to cut that out, come back to the van, have a rest, have a chill, and then maybe do Blencathra later when the weather picks up. We'll see what happens. Sorry, I've just absolutely covered the screen with my finger there, haven't I? We'll see what happens. I'll make a decision in a bit. I'm at 662 metres. As you can see, the cloud is rolling in. Now, looking at it over here, some of the summits are above the cloud, so it might be that when I get up here, I will be above it. It might be that I'm in it, it might be that it's completely clear. It is what it is, it'll be what it'll be. But at the minute, I can't see the summit. Obviously got some pathworks going on. We've got a big dip in the path here. I assume that's to let any running water off, is it? I don't really know. There we go. So I'm well and truly in it, although you can just see the mountain tops in the background. So I just took the diversion up to Little Man. I'm heading up there now. I'm at 778 metres and this is at 865, I think. So just under 100 metres to go. Oh, but it's some steep going, and this scree, it's hard to walk on. Your feet slip, your poles slip. Excuses, Pipes, you get up there. Interesting sculpture. The cairn up top of Little Man, 865 metres I think it said. Keswick and Derwent water back down in the background. I do a 360 while I'm here, of course. Oh, yes, I'm panting a bit. Next, the mighty Skiddaw. I think that's 931 metres. So I've got to drop down and then get up there. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Barely any wind, it's just a little breeze. Sun trying to poke through in the background. Lots of patchy cloud, but glorious, glorious day. It's, what is it? It's early morning still. 6:51. Bit sad to think that in 2 hours it's supposed to absolutely pee it down. Right, let's get up Skiddaw. I found myself in a band of cloud. That's where I've just come from. And just up here is the summit of Skiddaw and Latrigg. Bit chilly up here, the wind's a bit cold. But then I guess you expect that at 931 metres. Skiddaw! 931 metres. Bosh. Check. Oh, some tough climbing in that one as well. From that car park, it was quite a tough first, up to about 600 metres. I don't know what the car park was at, that must be about 300 metres. So 300 metres of tough climbing, then it levelled out a bit. Don't know why we're looking that way, the view's still naff. That way they're not so bad though. So, is that Bassenthwaite Lake? Let's see if this little viewpoint thingy tells us. Yes, Bassenthwaite Lake. So it hasn't cleared up at all. If anything, it's got worse. The rain started now, so I'm calling it a day, I think, on that. I'll have to return another time. And yeah, the rain just looks like it's going to come heavier and just set in for the day. So I think I'm going to drop back down to the van and head back down into Keswick and just chill for a bit, really. Another decision made, right? I could drop straight back down here to get back to the van at Latrigg. It's not raining too heavy at the minute. I still think it's going to come. I'm going to take this path across here, which is the path that we're going to take, which leads towards Blencathra. If the rain does come, there's a footpath sort of halfway along. Well, it's probably less than halfway along, which then comes back round towards Latrigg anyway. So at least I'm making a circle of it. If the rain stays away, I'll carry on. If it doesn't, I'll cut it short. Skiddaw somewhere behind that lot. I'm now at Sail Howe, 666 metres. Something to be said for the devil at 666, isn't there? I think, I'm still not certain, I'm fairly certain, no. Well, that's Blencathra, where I'm heading. Sharp Edge probably to the left hand side. Given the forecast, I don't think I'll be doing Sharp Edge. It was in my plans. We'll see what it's like. But yeah, I'll carry on the 360, just cloudy hilltops or mountain tops. And again, back to where I've come from then. So not too bad. I mean, I don't mind walking in the rain if I've got views. Just another look then as the clouds have pretty much cleared. Ah, how frustrating. I could be up there now. You know, when I get up there, I'm not going to be able to see a thing. Ah. I'm at Skiddaw House Hostel. So it's currently open for exclusive hire groups only. That'll be obviously a COVID reason. Little man has just appeared out of the cloud. That'll be that one. I've passed the option of turning back towards Latrigg. Now this isn't a recognised footpath as such, but obviously as you can see it's quite clearly walked quite a lot. And there's an obvious route that goes straight up here. This towards Underskiddaw Common, I believe. But there's a stile here, so it's obviously been used as one for many years. So it's showing on the map as being slightly further up, but I don't think there's any high points up there. So I think I'm at the top of Underskiddaw Common, unless it's just up that way a bit. Right, I'm also heading that direction now. There's a path up there, as you can quite clearly see, which doesn't show on the map, but is exactly where I want to go. So that's where I'm going. Let's play a game. Some of it's covered in clouds, some of it's not. Guessing time, 50-50, yes or no. Will I be in the cloud when I'm on top of Blencathra? I'm going to guess yes, because that's the way my luck's going at the minute on these few days in the Lake District. Fingers crossed. Right, so I've come up from this direction, from Underskiddaw Common. You can't really see a lot, of course. I'm up here now. I think I join up at the top of, or near the top of, Sharp Edge, so I might have a little bit of scrambling to do by the looks of things. But another 100 metres up there and we should be about at the top of Blencathra, or Saddleback if you prefer. That's where we're heading, somewhere up there. Wow, that was steep, hard going that last bit. I'm going the other way, but I just want to take a look at the views off this off this edge. Stunning, stunning, stunningly white. We knew it, didn't we? We knew it. Right. That's the majority of the climbing done, I think. It's just a little walk along the ridge. One good thing about doing it in this weather, you have the summit to yourself. Oh, it's a different one. And look! I've actually got some views! There's nothing behind me. The beggars can't be choosers, can they now? Let's just walk over here a bit. Wow. Get into that way. Let me go down a bit. Wow. Oh, there's some people climbing up down there. They're all before they get here, I think. Stop and admire that for a minute. Okay, the question was, when I got to the top of Blencathra, would I be in the cloud or not? That is the top of Blencathra. I'm going to take this as a no, because I was not expecting to get this. That is amazing. So these clouds are just rising. The ones over there look like they're going that way, but these are just coming to obscure my view. What a place for a sandwich now, eh? And the time it's taken me to eat a sandwich, I've not even finished it yet. My view is now back to nothing. Amazing. Clear over here. It's like a little pocket. Just sat here cloud watching. It's amazing. Right, I'm just leaving there. Stopped and had a couple of sandwiches. That cloud has lifted again. The group climbing Horsfell Ridge are nearly there, or two of them are there. Good effort. Just some very hazy views opening up again as I think I'm dropping down Blease Fell. You can just about make out the summit of Blencathra. It's not the near one, that's the far summit of course. The highest point you can see. This path looks great on the map. But you'll probably cover 3 times the distance than you would on a straight line. It's very zigzaggy. There you go, look, here's your zigzaggy path. Brilliant. Bit of a view as I drop down. Wouldn't want it in there, would you? You can just see the path up to Little Skiddaw where I started the car park, just at these trees here. So we're nearly done. Thank you for joining me once again. Interesting walk. Bit of cloud, bit of rain, but for the most part it's been alright. I've enjoyed it, so that's the main thing, isn't it? How far have we gone? Excuse me while I check the watch. 13.63 miles. That doesn't include the little walk around Latrigg that I did to start with. That was from when I got back to the van. So a very tough 13.6 miles. Would have been longer had I done Sharp Edge, but obviously decided not to do that, and I think wisely. Let's have another look at them views, they're better than the ones behind me. So that's another day done. That is Skiddaw ticked off. That is Blencathra ticked off. Back for more tomorrow. Thank you once again. Take care. Enjoy your hiking and see you soon.